All right, how's it going? We will get started momentarily. If you guys have any requests, let me know. If you guys are new, appreciate if you hit that like button and subscribe on your way in. And with that being said, we'll get started here momentarily. Guys, if you guys are in the stream, you might see that I just uploaded a JASMY video a few moments ago. We'll definitely talk about JASMY, but I did just do that. So we'll get started here in a few minutes at 4:45. Will tell you what I did do today, though. I did end up buying a NFT from the STEPN app, which is this right here. So STEPN, it's a cryptocurrency. It's also the same thing as GMT, I believe. So I did buy that. I'm going to start walking tomorrow with that. And GMT is also on Coinbase as of a few weeks ago. I don't know why it looks like that, but it is on Coinbase. Chart must be way zoomed out. So it came on Coinbase all the way up there at $5, and since then the lowest it was 87 cents. But I did get one of those, and I have to wait till tomorrow to start walking. But anyways, that earns you about $40 a day, so I've heard. And I would plan to get once I figure out what it's like. I actually want to get a few of those so I can make like $200 a day. But which I think if you do that, it'd be about 50 minutes of walking a day. So that's something I did do. And I'll probably make a video about that later once I walk and do everything like that. So, all right. So with that being said, if you guys have any requests, let me know. I will look at Bitcoin. Right now, Bitcoin is below 30,000 at $29,156. So it's definitely had a nice dip today. Something I did not want because I was in a JASMY trade, and obviously that's not going to help JASMY when Bitcoin goes down. But Bitcoin right now is trying to hold that $28,800 support. It does look like you got a wick all the way down to. Is that accurate? Bitcoin went down to 25,310. I don't know if that's accurate. That's what it's saying according to the Coinbase chart. What? No. Oh, I'm on the 4-hour chart. Never mind. That was a few days ago. Okay. So technically today, actually, the lowest it went was 28,894. And like I said, you do have support at 28,800. So you're trying to hold that support right there. And yeah. So with that being said, if you don't hold a $28,800 level, and we do zoom way out to the daily time frame, then your next stop would be, let's see where the next stop would be. I don't know. I'd have to do the fibs at that point to get another stop. If you use the wicks, it's saying your next stop would be 14,600 if you don't hold 20. Okay, so that's on the macro time frames. Obviously, I'll have to use the fibs on a smaller time frame, but if you're looking at it from the daily chart, 14.5 would be your next stop if you don't hold 28.8. But obviously, there's going to be supports on the way down before that. But based on the daily time frame, that's how the wicks would. That's how it would go. So I do think I would not be surprised if Bitcoin went down. Actually, I would be surprised if Bitcoin lost 20K. I don't see that happening. So I would say short term, Bitcoin will get a bounce because we are pretty low on the stochastics. Now, the daily chart is getting up there for Bitcoin, but the 4-hour chart is in a downtrend, so that's going to need to bounce here in the next day or two. And the 1-hour chart is already getting the bounce. And the 15-minute already topped out, so that's interesting. Yeah, so let me go right now to the 4-hour chart and see where the next fib level would be if we don't hold 28,800, because that could happen later today if we don't hold that level. It is looking like the next stop for Bitcoin, according to the fibs. Let me see where the top. So I did the top fib from. What was your last local high? So your last major local high was $48,325. And if you don't use the wicks, your next target is $22,000. Again, I'm still doing that on the 4-hour chart. If I did it on the 15-minute chart, I'm sure it'd be a much smaller time frame for a target. So with that being said, that's kind of the next stop for Bitcoin if you don't hold 28.8. It's not going to go down 6K in a day, but actually it could. We've seen it happen before. It goes up 6K in a day, could go down 6K in a day. Okay, so I'm going to go over to JASMY. I don't know what's going on with my chart, why everything is so zoomed out. That's kind of weird. Okay. Not sure if I'm going to be able to see the JASMY chart, but I think I did say if JASMY does not hold 1.1 cents when I looked at it about 5 minutes before I started this video, if it does not hold 1.1 cents, it's going to go down to 9/10 of a penny. If it doesn't hold that, 8/10 of a penny, and if it doesn't hold that, you're going to go down to just below half a cent. I think it was 0.045 cents. No, 0.0045 cents. So that's just below half a penny. That's kind of what it looked like was on the table for JASMY. So I was hoping for a bounce, but when I looked at the stochastics, it didn't look very bullish. Which is the RSI. 1 hour chart looks okay for JASMY to get a bounce. The 15 minutes already topped out. That's what worries me. And the 4 hour chart is actually at a bottom or very close to it. But the problem is the daily chart's still high. So be very careful if you're in a trade. If this goes below 1.0 cents, I'm going to have to get out of it. 1.1 cents, I'm going to have to get out of a trade on JASMY. So let's see what happens with that. Yep. Kelsey, we can look at Chili's and CRO coin. So I'll do CRO first. I don't know what is going on with my charts. I don't know what's going on with TradingView, but every chart I have to zoom in way on. So it's looking like the last time we looked at this, the price was around, which was probably 19 days ago, it was at 36 cents. Now now Crypto.com coin is at 18.7 cents. So we can move this down all the way down to the last daily candle close, which was at 18.2. No, that's not right. It was at pretty much, let me zoom in a little bit more. The last daily candle close was at 18.23 cents, and you had a wick all the way down to 16.1 cents. It is still in a downtrend. I think that's pretty obvious, as is much of crypto. I might have to redo the fibs because it's saying the next target is 2.5 cents for Chile. So let me just delete the fibs now. And I'll do the fibs from the last local high, which was about 50 cents. And currently, your current local low is 16 cents. So the 236 fib to be below bullish again is 24.5 cents. If you're above that, you can probably say the bottom is in. Even if you don't use the wicks, the 236 fib would still be around 25.7 cents. And if you make a new low below 16.2, you can look at about 10 cents even. So let's see how the RSI is looking. It is looking like the daily is high on the RSI. The 4 hour is high. 4 hour is not high. That's in a downtrend, but it means the price will probably keep going lower. The 1 hour is trying to get the bounce, and the 15-minute chart is already topped out. My problem with the daily chart is you are high on the RSI, but you most definitely have not made a higher high on the price action, which is bearish divergence. I would look for 10 cents being your next target on Crypto.com coin, unfortunately. So Crypto.com coin, that'd be another, what would that be? If you lost this level right here, 50% correction, that's the next target for Chili's. And then if we do Chili's, which is on the Binance chart, we've looked at this one before too. Last time I looked at this, the price was 18 cents. Now the price is 11.7 cents, and you just keep going lower. So again, I'm going to delete the fibs and just go use the fibs from the last local high on the daily chart without using the wicks. For Chili's, the next target is 15 cents. If you're not above that, you cannot be bullish. That would mean that, I think if you break the 236, that would confirm that the downtrend is over for now. Otherwise, the next target, if you made a new low, would be 4.8 cents. And that's if you break the current low of 8.4 cents. So that's another huge drop for Chili's coin. Again, the daily chart is overbought, and you most definitely have not made a higher high. A higher high would have to at least be above 20 cents, and you're currently at 11.7. So extremely overbought on the daily chart. The 4-hour chart is not overbought. It's neutral. The 1-hour chart is trying to get the bounce actually, which is good, but the problem is the 15-minute chart, like a lot of other coins, is currently overbought. So again, Chili's, I'm still looking for more downside action. I would not be getting in just yet into any of these coins. Someone wants to look at Atom. We can look at Atom Patriot. So Atom is currently looking like it's at $11.23. So based off of the daily chart, it looks like you had kind of a rally. I mean, I don't know how much of a rally it is, but it looks like you topped out for your last local high at $12.50, and that, my friend, is most definitely not a higher high. So I'm sure that RSI is also overbought. Your previous, I mean, you if you want to be, yeah, your previous local high was $20.30. Now the new local high is $12.70. So much definitely a lower low. I mean a lower high as well and a lower low. So yeah, it's kind of looking like the next target for Chile. Currently, you're sitting at $11.19. So the 618 is at $11.30, and you're currently below that. The next top is the 0.5 fib at $11 even. Then you have the 382 fib at $10.70. Then you have the 236 fib at $10.37. I would be surprised, especially with what Bitcoin's doing, if we held any of these levels. I would look for a new local low. Your next support's not until $8.59. So honestly, that's probably the next target for Adam. I'm not really bullish on any of these right now. You made a lower high, and the daily chart's extremely overbought, bearish divergence. 1 hour chart is already in a downtrend on the RSI, which means yeah, 857 is probably the next target for Adam. And 1 hour chart is trying to get the bounce, so maybe short-term bounce. But the next problem is the 15-minute chart. When we go to the next time frame lower, is way overbought and needs to correct. So I would say in the next 2 weeks, you probably see $8.59 on Adam. So overall, I'm not very bullish on crypto. Andrew C. said, you are honestly one of the most accurate and well-spoken crypto YouTubers out there. Keep up the good work. I appreciate that, Andrew. Thank you. Appreciate your videos and time. No problem, Kelsey. So if there's any other requests, let me know. Going back to JASMY, I'm kind of worried about this trade. I'm currently in a trade from 1.23 cents. If it loses this 236 fib at 1.1 cents, I'm going to get out. So I'm going to set alert right now at that level at 1.1 cents to watch it, because if it doesn't hold that, I just need to get out, because you're probably going to go back to a penny, if not 9/10 of a penny, where the next fib is. So that's kind of how it's looking for JASMY. I know a lot of my followers on here like JASMY coin, but honestly, short term doesn't look great. So what I did do today was I did buy some. Well, I did this yesterday. I bought some Solana. If you got, one more thing before I talk about that is LUNA coin, wrapped LUNA coin. It is getting very close to where I thought the bottom might be, around this white line. So I do think there could be a bounce, but Bitcoin loses 28,800, then clearly you're going to make a new low below this. If Bitcoin could start rallying, then I do think this could be the bottom for LUNA. But I'd be very careful. I'm still not entering a trade, although I did want to enter a trade at 11,968. But honestly, LUNA short term still looks like it wants more downside, so I would not be entering a trade just yet on LUNA coin. Anyways, okay, I'm going to go talk about what I did yesterday. I bought 13 Solana, which was $50 or just over that yesterday. Then I went over and put it into the StepN platform, which is like where you buy NFTs, you walk with them, and you get money. You guys have probably heard about it on YouTube. So I did that, and I bought my first NFT this morning, and tomorrow will be the first day I'm able to walk, because that's when it's recharged or whatever. I'm still learning about it. So based on how that goes, so I've heard if you walk 10 minutes, you get about $40. If that's accurate, I'm going to buy a few more and just walk for like 50 minutes a day and make a few $100. That's kind of my plan with that. So, by the way, Solana just lost the $50 mark. So you could be getting some of those NFTs on a discount. All right, so here's something interesting. Let me go to the 4-hour chart for Solana. Actually, I'm going to go back to the 1-hour chart. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. So Solana right now, just trying to see if there's any trade setups we could take on this. Probably not. No, probably not yet. Let me see if I see anything on the 15-minute chart for Solana. No. Yeah, it's just going down, just downwards price action. I was hoping there could be some sort of, falling wedge or something, but I don't see that, so I can't force anything that's not there. But unfortunately, Solana is in a downtrend. Let's go to the daily chart and see how that's looking. All right, now, so RSI on the daily chart is overbought or very close to it, so be careful. The 4-hour chart has already topped out a few hours ago, and the 1-hour chart is trying to get the bounce, and the 15 minutes are overbought. This seems to be the story of today. The 15-minute chart is overbought on a lot of coins. The 1 hour is oversold. The 4 hours pretty much overbought or very close to being overbought, and the daily chart on all these coins is next to overbought or is overbought. So the only time frame that even looks good for a trade would be the 1 hour, but then you go to the 15-minute chart and you see it's overbought. So there's just no safe trade setups to take unless you want to be shorting the market. So overall right now, Solana is probably going to go a lot lower. Let me see where the next target would be. Okay, well, $10 is not a realistic target for the next stop for Solana. That's not realistic at all. So currently the local low is $44.49. It is saying, according to the fibs, at least want to do it on the daily chart, $20 is the next stop. If I delete the fibs again and go off of the 1 hour chart, let me see where a realistic target would be short term. So it's looking like right now the next stop for Solana is $45, which was that previous local low. If you don't hold that $45 mark, you are going to fall down to $41.20. If you don't hold that, you're going to fall, $41.20. And then on the daily chart, if you did from the daily chart, $20. I would not be surprised that if at some point in this bear market we saw a $20 Solana. That's just kind of what it's looking like. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. Elon 1 looks bad, so that's unfortunate as well. It's another coin I was in for a while. Strong, which I have 2 strong nodes, that looks bad. It pumped up to $30 yesterday. I had some strong coins that wasn't in node, so I sold that at 27. Now it's at 20, so I'm pretty happy I did that. And then that money that I sold my strong with is what I used to buy some of the Solana nodes. Anyways, so all right, so someone else. So Patriot now wants to look at Kava. And Kava is currently sitting at, I believe it's just on Binance. Kava is currently at $2.47. And let's zoom in a little bit to see what's going on. When we do it from the daily chart, it looks like your previous local high was $5.58. So technically that actually looks decent. The daily chart is overcooked though again on the daily. On the R side, the 4 hour again is overbought. The 1 hour is probably decent. 1 hour is getting the bounce. That's not even that low anymore. It's neutral. And the R side in the 15-minute is topped out and is now in a downtrend. So overall, again, R side is overcooked on the same time frames as overcooked on every coin. A good thing about this is it doesn't look that good actually. I'm not going to say you're putting in lower lows right now because you're really not. But it doesn't look good. Kava doesn't look that good either, though. It just doesn't. It looks like you're getting a lot of resistance at $2.57. I would say if you break $2.60 to be safe, then that would actually shoot you all the way up to $2.70, actually, which isn't even that. It's not that much, really. Yeah, if you break 270 though, then you'd probably go up to 290. But overall, Kava looks a little bit better than some of these other coins. Let me go to the 1 hour chart and do the fibs off that time frame from the last major local high, which was you had a wick all the way up to $2.70, and your current local low from that is $2.33. You're currently sitting at $2.46. You have the 2 through 6 fib at $2.40, so that's the next target. If you don't hold that, you're going to come down to $2.33. And the 618, which you really want to be above to be bullish, is up there at $2.55. If you're above that, I actually wouldn't say you're bullish until you break 270. If you break 270, then I would say that the downtrend is over, and you can actually maybe look for new targets to the upside on Kava. But anything below 270, in my opinion, is really bearish, and I would not be touching Kava below 270. So that's kind of that. It looks a little bit better than some coins, but it still is in a downtrend, to say the least, on the daily chart at least. So with that being said, that's all I got. And then you also want me to look at Uphold. Uphold a stake. I don't think that's on TradingView. Maybe it's on Dex Tools. Let me look. What's the ticker for Uphold? Because I don't see Uphold. I mean, I don't know what the coin's called. That's the problem. Anyways, yep. Bitcoin looks like it's going to probably lose 28,800. If that does happen, I think I said 22K is the next step. I'm sure if I went to a smaller time frame, I would get fibs that are a lot closer than that. Let me see if I can do that right now by going to the 1 hour chart. Because 22K is not going to be the next stop. It's not going to go straight down to 22K. So currently the 618 from your last local high, I did the fibs on Bitcoin from 31,500 to the current local low, which was $28,563 earlier today. No, $28,623 was a low today, and that's where I'd be doing the fibs. So your next, the next fib to the upside is a 236 at $29,300, which is what you're trying to get above now. If you don't hold that, you're going to go to your next support at 28,165. If you don't hold that, you have a fib down there at $27,800, or $27,900, I should say. So those are the targets to the downside if you don't hold $28,800. And to the upside, your next resistance is, like I just said, $29,300. Uphold an exchange. It's on Uphold. Oh, I got you. I feel okay. That's my bad. I don't think I ever said Bitcoin would never see 30K again, but maybe I did. You'd have to show me the video where I said that. I don't know when I said that either, but now I'm not ruling out anything below 20K on Bitcoin. Bitcoin could go to 14K, but I also think we should talk about this now. In a bear market, maybe it doesn't matter as much, but you want to buy when people are in extreme fear. Right now, we're at 13 on that, and in bull markets, we're like 80 and 90 in extreme greed. So long term, if you're looking at the next few months, this is where you want to be buying. Even if Bitcoin goes to 14K, you know, buying Bitcoin at 30K when it was just at 70K is still a really good discount. So that's how you have to look at it. And you just have to DCA is what I would do if I had a lot of money. Right now, I'm actually just trying to, I'm not personally buying Bitcoin. I would be buying altcoins right now. But if I had like $1 million, I'd be buying half in Bitcoin and half in alts just to be a little bit safer. So, all right. With that being said, though, that's all I got. Thanks, guys, for joining. I will see you guys back on Monday at 4:30 p.m. Central Time, if I can talk. Until then, trade safe. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys next week. 18. Okay, I don't think it's going to 8K. I don't think that's really possible, but 8 to 13K Bitcoin, I don't think it's going to be on the table. But I'll see you guys next week, and if 8K Bitcoin did happen, I'd be scooping. Then at that point, I'd probably get one Bitcoin again. So, all right, I'll see you guys next week.